When I was a young girl, I promised myself I would not marry. For at this time in the world, marriage meant imprisonment. When I was in my prime, I met several young men who suited my needs. I loved them, but at what cost? The first man was a bookmark in my large life novel. His name was Henry Fuseli. We had fun. Unconventional, loving, inspiring fun. Alas, he was not what God willed for me. Then I met my next friend, and again we had a heart-stopping, unconventional relationship. His name was Gilbert Inlay. We had a daughter, Fanny. She was my light in the darkness. But alas, God again did not will me to be with Gilbert. I now had a daughter, one that needed my protection. No more was the Mary I had been before. Now I wrote. I wrote so much that at times I felt like I was a machine. Like Thomas Newcomen's new invention, the atmospheric steam engine. Chugging, but in my case, writing. I guess my unorthodox lifestyle earned me some publicity. People could not believe that I was writing about such absurd things like women's rights. In order for people to understand this importance on women's rights, I needed to appeal to them in some way. So, I used God. I appealed to their religion to show them the error of their ways. Not only that, but when I discredited their well-known philosophers and scientists, I appealed to ethos, pathos, and logos. This contradiction gave me credibility when most thought I was unable to form a coherent sentence. I appealed to their pathos because obviously they were upset and felt degraded, much how women feel daily, when their solid ideas and ideals that came from said peoples were attacked by myself. Finally, I appealed to logos because I, even though I am a woman, was able to use hard facts to back up my points. My story of vindication of the rights of women was a smashing hit. Contrary to popular belief, I am not an idiot. I do not walk around town and waste energy gossiping like a schoolgirl. No way in hell. But life moves on whether you want it to or not. Then I had my second daughter. She was perfect in every way. I died at age 38, just over 2 weeks after I had my daughter. My second, Mary, went on to become a popular woman writer named Mary Shelley. She wrote a famous novel called Frankenstein. As I look upon the world today, I think about how people received my writing. After my death, my husband published a memoir, which in turn made society turn their heads and spit at my feet. But today, from heaven, I see the effects of my work which started it all. I was one of the first feminists, you know? I planted the seed. I was tormented by strict restraints so that women could live well today. When women look back at my work, they cannot believe that women were once treated this way. As they read my novel in school or in their spare time, they scoff at the insolence of the men. I left a lasting impression on thousands, maybe even millions. I taught women that they deserve an education, that they deserve equal rights.